bubbles inside your bloodstream that could essentially create a fucking stroke or a fucking hemorrhage and done.
Yeah, bro, that's wild. Yeah, off that, man. I
crazy.
don't like the ocean. I don't mind.
They give too much fucking leeway on people to name stupid ass fucking names. They have dumb ass names, fool.
Like just the hurricanes.
It's all named based on exes on girls. Well, that's crazy, dog.
On what?
Like on wives, like reporters' wives. I don't know if you know that. Like, it's a very adaptable person. He's a chameleon. He will adapt to people's personality well. He'll mix well. So that's one thing that Omar is good at is adapting well.
I would come from a grupo called Grupo Acme. And the way it worked is we would always attack each other, right? They called him.
Welcome back, and welcome back again to the #1 Latino podcast in the world. I'm Memo.
I'm Omar.
This is the White Podcast.
Why, bro?
Why not, Carnalio? Why not?
If you're a new subscriber, please make sure you guys like, comment, and most important, turn on your notifications. We post every Friday.
5 p.m. Just say it, bro. Damn. Jesus Christ.
Make sure you miss. We don't plan on missing. We haven't missed. Technically, we haven't missed. But yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Me voy a echar un corrido, pero como que
No.
No estamos de momentos de corridos ahorita. We're in low times. So me and Memo and I had a conversation right now. We had this whole podcast off the podcast.
Yeah, bro.
About the way we see things, right? And I think, number one, I think it's very important to respect other people's opinion, whether you don't see it or you see it correctly with them or not, your views align with them or not, you should still respect each other, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, I have been told that I am no longer their friend because we have different views, which is completely okay. I have been, not charged, was it? Threatened.
Accused.
Not accused, but
Allegations.
I've been threatened that they won't talk to me because their views are completely different than mine.
Okay.
Which is okay. I respect that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know. I'm just kind of like,
okay.
Seeing things different.
All right.
Going back to the conversation that me and Memo had. This is something that I think kind of separates our views. Not too long ago, a few weeks ago, we were talking about how Memo wants to go on this kind of like side podcast where he goes back to the comments and he kind of like just goes ham on them. Right? So that's his take on it, right? So he said, I'm all for it. It doesn't grow in me to be mean. I could be mean.
Yeah, you know this
hold on. I could be mean. But I always see this point of view, okay? If people because keep in mind that I would come from a grupo called Grupo Acme. And the way it worked is we would always attack each other, right? They called him, let's not talk about it. They called him certain names. They called me Pumba, then they called Memo. They called Hugo Pelon. They called Camina Narizon. They called Mikey. We don't talk about that. But, and I felt like it was always like, you call me something, and then I'm going to call you back. And it was always like aggressive. And I always came to a conclusion. I was actually just thinking about it this week. I was like, man, I don't think I could do it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to do it. Like, I just want to kind of like take the beating. And it's like, thank you. Oh, no sabe nada de Cesar Chavez.
Gracias.
Because tell me, do you like going back and forth? Is that like a sinaloense type of thing where you're just like...
Es el ego. Dirá mi familia, es el ego sinaloense. What kind of shit is that,
El ego?
The ego sinaloense. Bro, okay, let me talk to you about the ego of sinaloense. Apparently, okay, first of all, I'm not even from fucking Sinaloa. I'm fucking from LA, dude. Like, calm the fuck down.
But if you meet somebody from Sinaloa...
The shit comes out, dude. I want to outdo them. I don't know why the fuck that happens. That shit triggers me, too. But apparently, I don't know if you guys ever had a situation where you're like talking to, or I mean, at least for me, when you're talking to like someone from like where your parents are from. In my case, my parents are from Sinaloa. So every time I talk to someone like, oh, me panito, no, me like it comes out like you're trying to outdo him, and the other person they're actually from Sinaloa.
Yeah,
it trips me the fuck out. It's trash. Anyways, going back to el ego sinaloense. Apparently, my wife's family, they're from Jalisco, dude, Guadalajara, dude. So they one of my wife's cousins is married to a Sinaloense too, dude. And apparently like he has like these moments where he's like fucking Like he knows it all and shit. Like
what do you mean he knows it all?
Like
is he really smart?
No, I think he just
he's not smart.
I don't know him like that personally, to be honest. No. I don't know him like that personally. It's not my wife's direct sisters. It's like a cousin, a far cousin.
Right.
And that guy apparently has like his little swings, and he feels like he's better than other people. But yeah, I guess it's like, ya se le subió like el ego sinaloense. Like that's like their inside joke they have, dude. I just fucking laugh. I'm like, so when I start acting up, I'm like, oh, es que ya está el ego sinaloense todo lo que da. Like, some fucking shit. Anyway, that's why I was just right up. Sorry about that.
So one time, Memo took me out. We want to go eat at I forgot that place name. We were in Long Beach with the Cadillacs.
Tequila Jacks,
right? And so he's like, let's go. I'm like, yeah, let's go away. And your brother and your cousin showed up. Do you remember that day?
Yeah.
So they showed up and they were just, keep in mind, like, well, at that time I wasn't really like, I wouldn't really hang out with family.
Yeah.
So. But I've noted that day, I was like, dude, they were attacking Memo hard. Like, they were attacking him hard. Y este pinche Memo no se dejaba, he would fucking attack back. But it would be like tag team, like Memo, his brother against his cousin, and his cousin, his brother against Memo, and then Memo, his cousin. They were just like, I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, it's crazy that you bring that up because when my wife first met my family in Sinaloa, she's like, what the like she was so fucking shocked that you go to Mexico, there's like 20 of me. They're just talking shit to everyone. Way like that's just the fucking thing we do. You just fucking pura carrilla, you know, like so she. Witnessing it from a different eye perspective coming in, like for the family coming in, it's like what the fuck is going on? Like they were just constantly talking shit to everyone. Like you said, tag up to each other, tag up, and they just go.
And even now, even like when you guys don't really you don't do it with your direct family. Here and there, you guys talking smack, but I think it's a lot more. Like better, more mellow the shit talking than that time with your cousin.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
It wasn't that bad. It just you were not used to it. You're not used to it. You were not used to it.
No, if I thought Ahmed was bad, man, this was a fucking whole level.
Yeah, not bad. Relax. Was all finishing carrera nomás. Like you're making it seem like we're fucking killing each other. Right?
Okay. Anyway, that's that.
Relax.
Before going off topic
again.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'll just let it be. You know, like.
So Omar, it's a very adaptable person. He's a chameleon. He will adapt to people's personality well. He'll mix well. So that's one thing that Omar is good at is adapting well to different people's personalities and how to sway, I guess, to make them feel good in a way. That's one. Yeah, I think that's one thing you have really good on.
That's interesting.
That
I disagree with that. This is my only evidence that I have.
Okay.
That would make my point.
The counterpoint, kind of.
I don't have friends, so how would you make that claim? And then I don't have friends.
That's a great fuck. Well, maybe because they supposedly dropped you, or you dropped them.
No, I got dropped.
Okay. That's why.
That's why.
But if you would have been there, you still would have been like good, like mixing.
Like,
no, I think Omar when he finds, okay, there's another thing about Omar. If he finds someone better that he relates better to, he'll drop the other people he knew. Yeah, he'll drop anybody. Like if he known you for years and he met someone that he like makes like, oh, I like to kind of hang out with him more better, he'll drop everybody else.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Really?
Oh my God, bro!
I don't know. I don't think that's a fact.
I think it's a fact.
I can't get excited.
If the persons that were his friends are watching this shit, just come from on the comments and just say.
I get excited. Wait, like
100%. If I'm correct, this is what I'm saying about Omar. Is a very adaptable person with people. Like he'll mix well. Like he's really good at mixing with people. Like making them feel like good. You know what I mean? But then the also side of him is like. Say you meet Omar and he likes you. If Omar likes you more than he likes me, I'll probably get dropped. Then that's just what it is. It's part of the story. So I'll probably be one of his like, and then he talks to his friend like, yeah, I have no friends, and that's just the circle of
life.
I'll
tell them like, oh, this fool dropped me.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be saying, no, well, Memo, he just dropped me. Like I don't know, he just acting weird, and then he's like, Memo's been acting weird for a while already. Like, and this is how it was for my whole life, and now I'm not weird when acting weird. Yeah. So that's kind of one thing that Omar like that for Stubbs. I don't know if you're gonna be in that level of like maybe like being with him like cool enough.
Oh man.
Maybe probably not. But maybe if someone else that Omar's like very into, like, oh yeah, I'm pretty cool with him, and that's the tendency, the attraction I've seen and kind of what I observe.
I'm cool with everybody, bro. I think I get excited like when I see like when I have like.
You can't say you're cool with everybody and you have all these friends that drop you.
Okay.
Make up your mind.
I try to.
Okay.
When I see like I have like new friends or like new people that I've met, and I'm thinking like damn, this was wild. So then I'm like, damn, I'm introduced them to Memo, and I always want to see like Like, for example, Stuffs. I could talk about this, by the way.
Stuffs.
With Stuffs?
Saludos,
bro,
compa.
I know Memo be like, what the fuck is going on? Because Stuffs is that fool be saying out-of-pocket stuff,
Pero sometimes Omar is wrong, too.
What?
Sometimes
Omar, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry for being a human.
No, not like that. I mean, like, your assumptions of what I would do are wrong sometimes, way. Like, maybe sometimes Omar's been like, well, yeah, no, for sure, man, we'll do that. And then I do something like, what the fuck? I did not expect you to do all that. I did not expect it. So it's like, I don't know if to take his word for vain. Anyways, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing by the training and shit. Do you agree with that or no?
I guess. I don't know. I never really paid attention.
But think about it.
I mean, I haven't dropped you, and I found a better friend.
Who's a better friend?
My computer.
You need some type of human interaction.
Actually, I don't, dude.
I mean, I could get dropped anytime.
I'm starting to be like antisocial.
That's another thing of shutting down. When people don't want to be with you around you, you tend to shut down. If nobody wants you, what are you gonna do? Continue being fucking not wanted? You're just gonna isolate yourself and talk to computers.
I need therapy.
It's part of it.
My wife tells me I need therapy. But anyway, nevertheless, I have a couple activities I want to do with you, bro.
All right.
So this is. I'm actually gonna post a picture, and I actually came across this. I thought it was kind of like fascinating. Maybe you'll disagree 1000%. But I'm gonna show you a picture right now, bro. And I'm gonna show you a picture for about 3 seconds, right? And this is kind of like the psychology behind it. But I want to show you a picture. Focus on 3 things, and I'm gonna post a picture right here. Okay. Focus on 3 things that are the color of blue, right? And then
focus on 3 things that are color blue. Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask you a question after that, okay? So it's gonna be a 3 second, like 1, 2, 3, and then take it out, okay? You ready? It's gonna be here, guys. I'm gonna edit it in. Ready? Set. 3 things that are blue, okay?
I can't
1.
Oh. It's black dark, dude. Come on, bro.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let me ask you a question. Hopefully my psychology here works, okay?
Oh my God.
Let me ask you a question. Name 1 thing that was yellow.
Oh, that's a good one. I think the pen.
No.
The plant.
Okay, so I came across this. It says like your perspective on things. So whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find. So if you're always looking for something bad on people, you're gonna find something bad on people. You're gonna forget about other good stuff, other great things, how other cool things about the people, because you're only gonna focus on that, negative. And then that's what you're gonna find. And then when they make you describe that person, you're gonna focus on, hey, this guy, this, because that's what you were able to find. You were able to find
or focus on.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, they talk about how like that could be like if I tell you something about a guy, like, hey man, this guy could be a fucking asshole. You're gonna go in there saying, oh, why is he an asshole? And then you're gonna find why he's an asshole, and so that guy's gonna have that asshole perspective. And I thought that was kind of like, you're right. Like we forget about other stuff, you know. Like you forget about there was a posted, there was a fucking posted there.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, I know. I think technically, if you're asking me to find something, right? You're asking me like, hey, wait, right. I want you to focus on 3 things that are blue. Why would I divert from looking at those blue things? If you're telling me to look at blue things, right? Now, if you would have told me like, hey, wait, try to find all the colors you see in the pictures,
right.
and give me, and I'm gonna ask you which one was blue, which one was yellow, then I'll be like that. But if you're giving me an assignment, you're telling me like focus on this solid things, why would I focus on something else?
Well, that's the psychological part. That you only focus on those things. You forget everything else about the picture. You only focus on those things.
Yeah.
That's what's behind the psychology.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's and then use a what?
That's a story. But I mean, you kind of talked about how people solely focus on negative shit. And it's like, hey, this was an asshole. So you're going to focus on an asshole thing,
That's
right?
what it is.
But I mean, I think for me in that instance, when it comes to people like that, and I hear like bad things about them, I give them the benefit of that. I don't go in with that mentality, but like, I'm a fucking asshole, fuck him. No, I'm like, maybe this motherfucker is the fucking idiot. Why? Maybe my perspective is like, why is he saying that? What would make him think that he's an asshole? And go based on that. Like maybe he's the wrong one, you know? You don't know, stuff like that. I've tried to not like go based on influence of other people when it comes to like meeting people. I try to like give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe me and them click. It's like maybe this was the wrong one, or maybe they just had a bad fucking click or a bad scenario that went wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I see things. I don't see him like as like, oh fuck, like yeah, he say he's an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. Like I don't go based on. I go based on how they treat me.
Right.
Because everybody gets treated differently. You know what I mean? So That's how I go based on. So I mean, I understand what you're saying about psychology, but that won't mess me up. Dude.
That won't.
I mean, well, if you're telling me to focus on blue and you want me like, no, I'm gonna fuck what he said. I'm gonna focus on yellow shit. Come on, bro. Psychology too, but
yeah.
no,
I mean,
I got you. I mean, sorry about that.
You get me? You don't get me?
No, I do understand. I think I understand, but I think if you would have said like, hey, look at this picture and maybe see how many colors there's in there. So I'm like, oh, let me see how many fucking colors. I'm like, okay, there's green for the plan, there's blue for the notebook and shit. Like, oh, there's a fucking yellow poster.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. I thought that's interesting. We do go in with like certain expectations.
Yeah.
And we try to look for it, and then.
No, yeah, of course. I think I've read too. Like, if you go on your day focusing on negative shit, you're gonna find out negative shit. Yeah. But if you change your perspective, like seeing everything positive, like fuck, everything's positive, everything's good. It's just how you perceive different things.
I think they have that about cops too. I think if you follow, they say if the cop follows a car, they'll find something. They'll find a broken light. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's I think that's kind of a.
What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys agree with sometimes that when we're influenced by others, which is majority of the time, we do get influenced by other people by saying like, oh, even in news, we like perspective of things like, oh, este güey hizo esas cosas malas. Like certain people get like allegations, going back to allegations, like you just the perspective and the media shit just portrays different things. You just go with it, you just run with their way, and you just run with it, and that's it. Because we're too lazy to do research, to be honest. I mean, at least for me, I'm too lazy to do a research dive in. It's like, fuck. So
really,
yeah. Because I mean, like even if you're going back to like Michael Jackson, dude, like all that shit.
But you're too lazy to do research, or you're too lazy to read? Because
well, I don't read. Omar loves to read.
I love to read.
Yeah. So that's why maybe that's one thing I need to start loving, because I don't love to sit down and fucking they say like, oh wait, well this article said this. Let me go with this one. Okay, well this fucking article said all this shit. So what article is right?
No, I was telling Memo. It's not about like, oh, what article am I gonna read today? Like, no, it's not that. I like when I come across stories like just random as how. I like to read about them. That's how. Like, it's something. That's why I tell you the time. I'm like, bro, I think you need to find like something that you're like, oh shit, this shit sounds interesting. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe because one thing I do like to like watch documentaries of like of animals and shit. So that's one thing that intrigues me and shit like that.
Really, animals.
Yeah. Like I used to watch a lot of Animal Planet, like a lot of shit that. And when I go to the zoo, like I kind of already know, like, oh, this stuff is like just that. Really? Yeah, that's something like I said, something that really intrigues me, and and I've always wanted to be like a zoologist and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Shit like that.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's one thing. I mean, I really obviously didn't follow through, but it was like something that always intrigues me. Like maybe like I always wanted to be like a what do you call it? Like when you volunteer and shit like that. But I just never pulled the trigger. But it's something that I was always intrigued of. Or also like going to beaches and cleaning the beaches. Like doing humanitarian and shit like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, you'd rather stay in.
I think you just want to be in chanclas at this point, bro.
¿Sí, entiendes? Estoy hablando bien contigo, cabrón. Estoy hablando bien contigo.
Cleaning the beach?
Yeah.
It's too hot, bro.
I've seen those videos when you're like in India where they clean the whole fucking river. See those nasty ass rivers that they clean?
No, I'm not.
Shit, bro. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, we're so nasty that you clean it up. Like, a person dedicates the day to clean all that shit up and it's clean as fuck. For the next week, it's un desmadre otra vez.
Yeah, I haven't seen those, bro. I did get stuck for a while when I was younger. I would get stuck on extinct animals. And there would always be like, oh, this year we have 23 Korean pandas. I'm not saying I just made that one up, but I know there was like tigers, and then there's ones that like this year there's officially they're gone, and then in 2 years they come back.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know.
So they're gone and then they come back?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you that maybe because maybe you crossed that path.
Well, sometimes
I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions, bro.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta understand that this is going based on like stats and shit. It's not 100% full unless you fucking see like. Because there's been some animals where they're supposedly considered instinct, and then they go to the wild, like Amazon and shit, and you see them like, oh my God, there's one. I mean, the Amazon's so big to like fucking dissect all the animals in their way that sometimes you lose track, like, of that animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't really say like, is it fully instinct?
Well, I mean, they because they track animals, bro. They actually name the animals. Like, what animals they name them?
Who makes these fucking names up?
That's a good question, but they do name them. Like,
I think it's just the fucking like the person that's like. They give too much fucking leeway on people to name stupid ass fucking names. They have dumb ass names, fool.
Like just the hurricanes.
It's all named based on exes on girls, fool. That's crazy, dog.
On what?
Like on wives, like reporters' wives. I don't know if you know that. Like some of those, like they're mostly like Katrina, like.
That's what I know.
That's the main one, and that's a girl's name. Like supposedly they're so destructive. No, like, the majority of those fucking 5-level hurricanes are named based on girls' way. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, they start small, bro.
Well, they start with Milton, and it goes and creates Tatita. There's different categories. Food.
No, I think they get named when they're small because they generate on the water. So that's what creates hurricanes because of the water.
If they fucking see like us, I'll be like a level 1. Let's just call him a guy. Or like if they tracking like, oh shit, this is already tracking to be like a level 5. They make them like, there's gonna be the name. There's gonna be the name.
I don't know. I think after a certain category they took him a name, but for the most part, bro, because they say hurricane season's like most of the year, like only 3 months without hurricane season, which I find out
wow. By Florida and shit because it's warm waters.
Yeah, I'm excited because I talking about animals, bro. I did see a lot of videos recently where they start tracking like animals that were hard to track before. They started putting antennas on sharks. I thought that was kind of cool.
That's crazy, dude.
And that fin, right?
Yeah.
They kind of like staple the antenna and then they let them go and then they just kind of track everything they go. The way they go from like one continent to a different continent during the
like the whales too, all the whales too.
Yeah, and I find that fascinating, bro, because there's so much we know about the
ocean,
bro. And the ocean could be very scary, bro. It's scary, bro. I think we talked about that before, where like there's videos of like waves covering boats with shipments, and
that's crazy, dog. How deep
How deep can it be, bro?
The pressure of it,
bro. The pressure. So I never understood that till recently.
I know what you're saying.
You understand that? The pressure?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I know what you mean. I know where that ideology, like, how the fuck does that even play, right? So I understand. Yeah. It's fucking crazy to think about it.
Simplify it for me.
Yeah, of course. You have to.
Do you understand it now or no?
Yeah, it's like putting like the weight on you, right?
Yeah, but why? What does it determine?
What, like
the weight?
The pressure? PSI, no, the.
Yeah, but like what is it? Like what's creating the PSI pressure?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Okay, so I found that out because I was like, what? How? Why does it, like, the lower the more pressure? Like what creates it? And then I looked at video and says like, dude, like you're having this much water on top of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Think about like the lower it's the pressure of the water, like putting you down to a point where like.
Yeah, it's like the fucking, like if you put a fucking trailer on top of it, like how much pressure is that? Feather's not gonna be shit. A pencil's not gonna be shit.
But even in like your intestines, I mean, like those people from ocean. What is the ocean? The ones with the
scuba diving?
No, the ones with I want to go see the Titanic.
Oh,
the millionaires that passed away. Like they said that once it's snapped, it's like they didn't feel their
pain. It was just one like instant. That's crazy, dog.
It was just like tata.
Come on.
Like you like less than a minute than a second, bro. Think about it.
Pass. It's like a bomb. Yeah, I think and also I think there's always like danger when you scuba dive if you resurface too much, it starts creating like these bubbles in you that could.
Oh really?
Way.
I've seen videos of that.
So you have to like take your way. You're like to go like in a chamber, like a decompressed chamber, which is basically climatizing your body to like.
Right. I've seen that.
Just like that, like your body creates. I don't know what it creates. Like these fucking, I don't know, nitrogen bubbles inside your bloodstream that could essentially create a fucking stroke or a fucking hemorrhage and done.
Yeah, bro, that's wild. Yeah, off that, man. I don't like the ocean. I don't mind swimming in the ocean, but I like deep inside the ocean. I'm straight, bro.
That's crazy because you went on a fucking.
That wasn't deep, bro. That was not deep in the ocean. That was. I'm sorry.
No, we traveled from.
Remember, that was not deep in the ocean, bro. That is not even 1% close to deep in the ocean. Bro, I'm talking about deep, like.
Okay. You talking about depth, or you talking about like
deep? Like deep in the ocean, bro.
So I guess I'm confused because we were in the middle of the fucking ocean between Catalina and Long Beach. That's the fucking ocean, bro. If you ask me, there was fucking whales.
I get it.
There's fucking dolphins.
Yes.
So when you say deep, I don't know what the fuck you mean. We were in the middle of the ocean. At one point, we didn't fucking see land. There was no land anywhere you fucking went. So
right.
I don't know what the fuck you mean by we were not in the deep ocean.
No, I don't think we were.
That was a deep ocean.
I mean, that's deep than typical. But you're talking about like, bro, you're talking about having their own like LA's weather is the same as like similar to Catalina Island. It's not that different in weather. It's like here, Orange County, it could be hot here, it could be hot over there. I'm talking about like different weather, deep ocean, bro. You're talking about like you're here and then you go like down there and it's like rainstorms and the waves are like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you that's like my biggest fear, bro. There's damn, bro. There's this page I follow. It's about like dark web videos. I don't want to scare you, bro. They should just fucking. I guess they're like cartels, bro. And so anytime they steal from their own cartel, they they handcuff him from legs and arms, and they just
throw in the ocean.
Yeah, bro, in the middle of nowhere, bro.
Imagine that like that. Alive. Dang, that was fucking. Wait, you saw in the dark? What do you mean in the dark?
Yeah, in the dark. Like they post videos from the dark, way. They bring them and then they post them.
Fucking yeah, some cynical shit you looking at. Fool. What the fuck, fool? That's crazy,
I'm
dog.
scared of the ocean, dog. Anything with the ocean, I'm scared of it. I'm scared of like.
How the fuck did you turn like crazy with this shit, bro?
Yeah, bro. I just thought that came to mind. That shit was scary, bro. That's just scary, man.
I didn't know how scary it was to die until you have kids, fool.
I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of not being here with my kids.
So what would avoid for you to be here with your kids?
I think the different. No, I know, but I think the different of like I'm saying I'm not scared of dying. Meaning like I'm not scared of like feeling that like okay you're about to die. It's not about me going through the dying part. I think it's me, the idea of me not being here with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if they tell me you're gonna, because obviously I mean we're gonna die one day, right? There's no escape from that.
The only thing
they tell me like, oh, you're gonna die with the freaking, with the lethal injection. Like I'm like, okay, that's fine, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be like.
So you would want to know when you're gonna die?
No, but I'm saying like if I was to know how I'm gonna die, like there's nothing that would tell me like I'm scared of dying this way. It'd be like if I'm dead, bro. And obviously you don't want to suffer, right? But I'm saying like there's nothing that would fear me to die of something. Like even if you throw me in the ocean, bro, like how long am I gonna be alive? Like a few minutes before I go out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think the idea of not being here with my kids is kind of like that's more fucking scary, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is scary, dude. This is the Why Podcast. Thank you again for staying tuned. If you have any other topics we want to talk about, I know Omar said he wants to talk about it because we have a lot of comments that just say a lot of crazy stuff that maybe I should react to them because I feel like it's a funny thing to react about.
I think we should just keep making fun of each other, bro.
Yeah.
Making fun of ourselves.
Yeah, let's do that, brother. Anyways, thank you again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We'll catch you on to the next.
Peace.